Today we are going to be making potato and parmesan gnocchi. Woo! Honestly, one of my favorite recipes and something that I love to make. What we need for this recipe is we're going to need either a tammy or potato mincer or potato ricer. We will need a baking tray. We need 600 grams of dry mashed potato. We have 2 eggs, 1 whole egg, 1 egg yolk, 150 grams of parmesan, 100 grams of double zero flour, 20 grams of salt. We want to prick our potatoes, and by pricking our potatoes, we're making sure that it does not burst. It allows the steam to release and the potatoes to cook more evenly. My oven is set to 350 degrees, and in goes the potatoes. Now, the reason we bake the potatoes instead of boiling them is boiling them is going to remove nutrients and it's going to make your potatoes a little bit more wet. Baking them in the oven, you can bake it on salt if you like. That's another trick. It draws out some moisture and it makes you a drier potato. So when we add all these beautiful ingredients to the potato, it's going to make this incredible gnocchi. All right, let us check our potatoes. So our potatoes have been in the oven for roughly just over an hour, and they are soft in the middle, which is exactly what we're looking for. So we want to slice down the middle. Now beware, potatoes, when they are hot, it's like lava. I ain't lying, it's hot, okay? So either use a glove, wait for it to cool, or just be a man or a woman. Just make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. Okay, so we sliced it. Now we want to take it. We want to just sort of release this from its skin. Scoop it in. Scoop it in. Scoop it in. Scoop it in. Like this. Out comes potato. We have 600 grams of dry mash. Very important to work while it's hot. So put this on our bench. 100 grams of flour, 150 grams of Parmesan cheese, 1 egg yolk, and 20 grams of salt. Now we want to get that nice mix together. A little bench scraper comes in handy here. Okay, what I'm going to do is take half. Let's mix half of parsley. So we have a parsley and Parmesan gnocchi, and the other one just a gnocchi with Parmesan. Beautiful. Okay, what I like to do is take a piece of paper, get a piece of parchment on it, a little bit more flour, roll this into nice logs. So what I'm doing here is I'm stretching the gnocchi. So I'm coming and I'm stretching it. Yeah, I'm trying to elongate it and keep it the same shape. There you go, beautiful. Now, put your hand here and you squeeze. Hand, squeeze, hand, squeeze. And it makes you look like a little pillow for your head. A little bit more pasta flour. The gnocchi goes onto the tray. You gotta work fast. or you got to keep it warm. One of the two. Roll out, roll out, stretch, stretch, stretch the dough, stretch the dough. I love working with my hands. Gnocchi was one of my favorite recipes. There's a recipe I learned at the Ritz in London. You can bring it back together, make it all the same, relatively the same size. In St. Bart's, we used to do truffle pecorino in the gnocchi instead of Parmesan cheese, and that gave it a truffle flavor. You can kind of get creative. You can add different aromatics. You can replace some of the potato with a different potato if you want, like a sweet potato. But just make sure that if you're adjusting the ingredients, you get relatively the same result. So try to keep, if you're gonna use sweet potato, try and bake it so that you dry it out as well. In the fridge, 30 minutes. All right, let's blanch the gnocchi. So our water is boiling. We're not going to cook all the gnocchi at one time because it will stop the water from boiling. So we want to cut this in half, and then just lift. If you leave it overnight, it can get stuck. This would be the best way to remove it or to get it into the pan. You're going to cover that and bring that to the boil. Let's wait 2 minutes, and when they start to float, it should be ready. After 2 minutes, gently remove the gnocchi and put it in ice cold water. This is going to stop the cooking process and cool the gnocchi down. Alrighty, so our gnocchi has rested, it's been blanched. I dried it out so that there's no excess moisture on it, and now we are ready to cook. So my pan is hot. The water test is good. The water is bouncing. And now I'm gonna get some hot oil. Let's go gnocchi in. And I know that I kind of put it in a circle, so I know where to begin first turning it. If the gnocchi is sticking to the bottom of the pan, leave it a little bit longer. It will release when it is ready. Of course, do not let it burn, but when it is ready to be turned, it shall release from the pan. Do so with ease and gently. The goal is to have something crispy on the outside and soft and delicious on the inside. Beautiful. Beautiful gnocchi. And then we go in with the next. Alrighty, let's get plating. This is the fun part. So this is our beautiful butternut squash. So let's plate the gnocchi. Then we're gonna add some roasted wild mushrooms or chestnut mushrooms with persimmon, onions, garlic, and parsley. And finally, some pickled butternut. Awesome.